The Epstein files are way worse. I'd rather a nigga say, fuck black people, fuck all them niggers, blah, 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 than to literally touch kids, nigga. Like, I'd rather be in the same room as a racist than be in the same room as a pedophile. You feel me? Just for the fact that it's like, all right, yeah, you racist, you feel what I'm saying? You gonna say what you say, but it's your opinion at the end of the day. You ain't touching kids, you ain't did nothing wrong. You just telling your opinion how you feel. So if y'all gonna ban somebody that's like already tried to make things right, already came through, tried to apologize and do all that extra shit, but then y'all ban him, but y'all don't ban niggas that's touching kids, it's insane. That shows y'all the morals and ethics of the fucking world. Like, this shit is insane.
And it's like that I'm living, I pray I make it through the night as I ride through my city.
Yo, welcome to another episode of Soul of the Culture Podcast. It's your host, Ha. And man, dude, we got some shit for y'all coming out this week within the last 2 weeks. It's been crazy. We're going to start off with the Gucci Mane, Pooh, Shiesty shit. We know we got to talk about that because that was some crazy shit like that. We got another question of the day for y'all. You feel me? We're going to add that into another segment. Y'all will be hearing a lot of these, you know what I'm saying, coming out within the next couple of episodes. We're going to have a question of the day or question of the week for y'all. After that, we're going to get into this Kanye shit. I know we've been talking about Kanye a lot, but he's just been banned from the UK after his last two performances. The Jewish community out there still not fucking with him. We're going to get into that. Fucking Trump finally got a ceasefire, allegedly. We don't know what the details are yet, but we're going to get into that. Fucking Offset being shot by Lil Tjay. Yeah, let's get into it. Boom. So starting with that motherfucking Pooh, Shiesty and Gucci Mane shit. Now, this is a crazy situation. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Because when this first came out, like the news about it first like started circulating, it was way back in like January. So that was 2-3 months ago when this shit came out. So at first, when it first dropped, everybody was like, oh, that's AI, it's AI. Niggas ain't believe what the fuck they was talking about, you feel me? I'm thinking, me personally, I was just like, man, if that shit happened, you feel me? It'll hit mainstream, like it'll have like academics all over it. Fucking TMZ, all these motherfuckers would be instantly just blowing it out the water, you feel me? But allegedly, it actually happened. The FBI, the feds came and got Pooh, Shiesty, Big 30, Pooh, Shiesty, Diddy, and a couple like other, I think it was like 8 people all together that ended up getting arrested by it. But it's a crazy ass situation. I'm gonna play the little tape from when feds basically first came and we're talking about it. Hold on, let me bring this up right fast for y'all because this is a crazy ass situation. I did not think this shit was true, but allegedly it's true.
Individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30, Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon.
So as y'all can see, this shit is really fucking true. The feds came and got these niggas. It's not like, oh, the state police, whatever. No, it's the feds that came out and got these niggas, dog. So, boom, kind of get a little timeline. A little bit after that whole little shit came out about Gucci being robbed at that fucking studio in Dallas, Pooh Shiesty ended up going viral for him being on live talking about basically pulling up his paperwork, saying that he ain't never been no snitch, how he sat down, him and his dog. So boom, right after he did that, he get off live, he fly to Dallas. Mind you, during all of this, he still was on house arrest. So these niggas got an ankle monitor on this man. Boom. He flies to Dallas. They actually have footage or pictures of them niggas inside of the studio around the time that they saying that this alleged robbery happened. So let me show y'all here. So as y'all can see, they got these niggas in the studio, leaving the studio, Shiesty's on this shit with bags. That's the studio right there. That's somebody returning with the bag. You feel me? Pooh, Shiesty and them all in a lobby or whatever. So they have evidence that these niggas was there when this shit allegedly happened. You feel me? Boom. Gucci Mane that came out. Shit, we might as well show this motherfucking video too. This this nigga Gucci basically came out and he was on some shit like, nigga, he ain't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't never snitched. He ain't never been on no shit like that. So let's go ahead and pull this up too, cause this is just a whole crazy ass situation.
That shit like y'all doing something. Nigga, please, nigga. They got $1 million, nigga. Broke ass nigga. Shit make a nigga heart hurt, boy. Don't make these niggas happy. These niggas ain't happy on home. Step to me, fuck niggas. I would love to, nigga. I don't care. You see me, my wife, you can step to me. I'ma smoke you. You know what's going on with me. Yeah, I ain't gonna tell nobody, not even the police. I don't believe in none of that shit. Only thing I believe in is don't tell the police. Soft ass nigga. It's the only thing I believe in. That's it. Keeping it straight. It's my only rule. Anything else, I don't give a fuck anyway.
That's from Gucci Mouth himself. You feel me? Me personally, this is how I feel about this whole situation. First of all, this nigga Pooh Shiesty is slimy. I ain't gonna lie. He already said you can't out snake a snake. He the biggest snake, blah, blah, blah. But nigga, to rob the nigga that put you on is crazy. I am not gonna cap. They said they had this nigga on his knees, nigga, and unscrewed the earrings out his ear type shit. Like, them niggas was literally, like, trying to just hold that nigga. Like, they originally put him at gunpoint, signed the papers over. He kept trying to tell them niggas, like, nah, this ain't how you do it. You gotta get lawyers, blah, blah, blah. After that, they ended up robbing this nigga, taking his jewelry, taking his earrings, all types of taking cash that was inside the studio, all type of shit like that. So it's like, bro, if I'm Gucci, bro, at that time, I get it because it's like I'm a millionaire. First of all, his record label is going down the water to drain. Damn near all these niggas dead or in jail. But nigga, I'm still a millionaire. I'm still making money off y'all niggas' music. So it's like, shit, you could take all this shit. You feel me? You could rob me right now. You could take all the money you want. You could try to sign me up, sign yourself off, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Now, I'm still gonna be rich at the end of the day. Like, you finna be sitting down. You can't feed your family no more. You ain't making no more music. And mind you, that FDO went crazy, nigga. Like, that first day out by fucking Shiesty went crazy. That nigga literally fed his family, bro, with that shit. Just off one song. That shit was everywhere. Went on #1 on Apple Music, Spotify, in a country, period. That shit went #1. So, to have a hit like that and then do some goofy shit like that with an ankle monitor on is fucking insane. Like, why wouldn't you at least, like, wait till you off the monitor? Cause shit, yeah, or just get out your deal. Do some shit like fucking Uzi and all them niggas was doing the weekend. Just dropping whack ass music, bruh. Sorry ass music. Not even just, you know what I'm saying, just record some shit, throwing it on there, throwing it out. And then, you know what I'm saying, to help them get out their deal. Soon as they get out their deal, boom, they lit. Like, look at fucking YB, for example. That nigga put out bullshit. That nigga was just dropping shit. Just dropping random shit. And then all of a sudden, once he got out his deal, you could see the difference in the quality of his music. And when obviously he had all that legal stuff going on. But as soon as he got all that shit squared away, that man did a tour and made 70 M's, bro. So it's like, to put yourself in a position to go back to prison after you just got out, my nigga, is insane. I don't get it. We gonna hope and pray that this shit just all a misunderstanding and it never really happened. You feel what I'm saying? Because like Gucci said, we know Gucci, the old Gucci, or what he do. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, for that nigga to get robbed like that and then tell the police, I don't think that's true. You feel me? I think it's all maybe somebody else amongst his crew, something like that. I don't know. But this is the crazy ass situation. Shout out Pooh, you feel what I'm saying? I feel like, shit, if I'm getting out of jail and niggas, like my cousin died, niggas ain't really paid do what they supposed to do behind that. Motherfucking, while I'm sitting down, niggas ain't doing shit. Cause he also said, like, ain't nobody help him but his mama and his daddy, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, and I think he said a couple of other names outside of that. But I know for sure he was saying Gucci and that record label, while he was in prison, didn't do shit for him. So it's one of those things like, cool, these niggas don't do shit for me either. I'm with you. You feel me? I'm with you. But while I'm on house arrest to go rob a nigga, you feel me? And try to force my way out of a contract does not make sense, bro. It does not make sense strategically. It does not make sense. You got to move better. You got to go throughout your lawyers. I know that you a street nigga, you a hood nigga, you feel what I'm saying? You used to putting shit into your own matters. You're not going the legal way to do shit. But when you the breadwinner of your family, when you feel what I'm saying, you popping the way he is right now, it's like, dog, you got to be smart about that shit. Even like Lil Durk, nigga, he paid niggas to do what he's supposed to do and still got jammed up. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, dog, you gotta just be smarter about your moves. You feel me? At least wait till you off the bracelet. You feel what I'm saying? Because at that point, they can't. Most they can say was, "Oh, he was in Dallas," but we don't know if he was exactly at the studio. You feel me? Oh, it's not concrete evidence of, oh, he was here at this time doing this. You feel me? So all I can say is, man, shout out Pooh Shiesty. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, this shit could get thrown out. Gucci, that shit's crazy, nigga. I ain't even gonna lie. Just to know that this nigga Gucci really got robbed like that is crazy. It's a crazy ass situation. But I feel like you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. You feel me? Even though Pooh Shiesty is definitely finna go sit down and do the rest of his time, even if they do throw this shit out, he's still gonna go down and probably do the rest of his time just because he got jammed up. So I think originally he was supposed to get out in September instead of when he originally got out was on the ankle monitor. So he'll probably be in jail regardless of the fact all the way until September, October, or whenever his original date was type shit. So the shit is just crazy, bro. That nigga said he the biggest slime dog, and he showed y'all niggas like straight up. So shout out Pooh Shiesty, shout out Big 30, you know what I'm saying? I heard that his dad was able to get out on a bond or whatever. I think it was like a $500K bond or something like that. Man, shout out to them niggas. Hopefully this shit, more details can come out soon so we can figure out if this shit is true. This shit just some like a unanimous tip type shit. Who snitched if it is true? You feel me? Because Gucci snitched, bro. That's about to take away his whole street cred. Like, that nigga damn near finna be on some fucking, like, we see what happened with Gunna. We see what happened with 6ix9ine and shit. There's about to be another one with Gucci if that nigga actually snitched. So, shout out to them niggas, you feel me? Hopefully that this whole shit could just get figured out, man. So, continuing on some, like, rap beef shit, I guess you could say. Offset and fucking Lil Tjay. A random ass beef. Like, I know they had I'm pretty sure they had some words in the past, but this whole situation right here seemed like it's just like a gambling shit that went wrong. So, right here, we got some footage of basically what happened in the aftermath.
You're in the casino in Hard Rock.
So as y'all can see, this is kind of like the police breaking down the situation, whatever. Allegedly, all of this shit happened in Hollywood, Florida. They saying that Offset owed Lil Tjay at least $10K from the Super Bowl already. Then at the casino, he owed him even more money. They got into an altercation where a lot of people from a lot of accounts, they're saying that he whooped on Lil Tjay. They say he beat his ass. They say Lil Tjay got up, popped his ass, basically, and shot him in the ass. They do have actual footage of Lil Tjay coming out when he was arrested. And he basically was just saying, like, how Offset is a rat. Nigga Offset was talking about, oh, this nigga shot me. So let's see. I'm going to show y'all this shit. And then we're going to get what I think about this shit. Cause this whole shit is kind of crazy.
What's up? Did Offset owe you money? I don't do no damn fighting. Hey man, you just want to tell us what happened? Did I shoot Offset? It's crazy.
They're saying you were disorderly.
Did
Outside
he
the
put his
casino,
hands
there's a
on
fight
you
near the
first?
valet.
Smack the out of Offset. He would never play with me like that in his life.
Does somebody owe you money?
Ask Offset.
He owe you money?
Ask Offset.
Do you have issues with Offset?
I don't know. What happened?
He's in the hospital right now, but he's okay.
The last thing I seen was Offset looking at me like this. Yo, that shot me. That shot me. La la la. A rat, cat, weirdos. That in a good ass interview. I'm walking on my car. Like,
What started the fight?
I don't know. You know.
Were they after you?
TJ's innocent all day.
Nobody wants to touch me. You know what happened last touch me? You know what happened touch me?
What happened?
I already know. Ask Google. Who else was involved? Damn.
Did you ever say if you didn't get your money, you get it back in blood?
Yo, don't say nothing. Take it easy, brother.
So, I ain't gonna lie. Whoever Lil Tjay lawyer is, you better be goddamn Brian Steele, because that nigga just damn near incriminated himself even further. To call this nigga, you coming out to about this nigga a rat, he a snitch, blah, blah, blah. But he did deny, like, when every time they would say, did he put his hands on you? He said no. He said, did you shoot Offset? He said, that's hell no, that's crazy. We ain't even got no beef. You feel what I'm saying? He said, last thing he saw, as y'all saw, fucking Offset was turning around talking about, oh, that nigga shot me. That nigga shot me. Cool. They got fucking pictures of this nigga Offset outside of the motherfucking. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This low-key some junkie shit, bro. But I'm gonna show this shit anyway because it's like, nigga, you ain't gotta smoke that bad. You feel me? You got bullets literally in your ass right now, cuz. And this nigga out there firing up a cigarette, wood, you feel me? He out there, you know what I'm saying, getting a little treatment from whoever his lady is or whatever. But they saying he was shot in his leg. They said others were saying he was shot in the ass. I don't know. But seeing him sitting down right there, I'm assuming he was shot in the leg. Cool. Nigga. This ain't the first shit to come out saying, like, multiple niggas have been coming out saying, oh yeah, Offset owe me bread too. Offset owe me bread too. For example, I want to say it was an NBA player that recently just came out. I can't remember his name right now. I will pull it up once I get it. In fact, it wasn't. It was Dez Bryant, NFL, ex-NFL star, wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys back in the day. Basically came out, said that he had a similar altercation with Offset where Offset owed him, I think he said $8K. Once he came to collect his bread, Offset tried to play sleep. Niggas tried to wake him up. His security tries to basically surround that nigga on some shit like they was finna pop off some hot shit. Cool. You feel me? But my whole opinion on this is just a wild, goofy ass beef. I ain't even gonna lie. Cause you gotta think about it like this. Nigga, Lil Tjay done been shot so many fucking times, bro. Like, this nigga always find himself in some random ass situation to where niggas either playing with guns or niggas getting their ass beat. It never fucking fails. Every time there's some news around Lil Tjay, it's some shit like that or some shit with a woman, bro. Like, it never fucking fails. Now, Offset, if this nigga do owe these niggas money, bro, and you snitching, bro, you low-key got an issue right now. I ain't even gonna lie, dog. Because it's one of those things that just pay these niggas they bread, bro. If you don't got it, shit, drop an album, drop something. You can get a quick little 50K, just pay these niggas right fast. Because it's like, these niggas is out for your life now. And they trying to beat your ass. And if it turned out you a snitch, nigga, you just lost your whole fucking media presence, everything. Because you know how niggas get when it comes to snitches. Like, I don't get this shit, bruh. You niggas is rappers, bruh. You know what's gonna happen if you snitch. Why is you niggas still snitching? You feel me? I understand at a certain point it come down to like, nigga, I got a family to feed. I can't get into no street shit. Well, don't do no street shit. Get the bread that you owe these niggas. You feel me? Because we know that Offset, okay, cool. Go do a collab with somebody. Go do some fucking clickbait shit that's gonna get your name popping again. Drop some music. You feel me? Go on the stream. Do something. You feel me? Nigga, especially right now, niggas is gonna want to hear this story, bruh. So it's like, take your ass on the stream, go do something. If you owe these niggas money, pay these niggas they bread. They not playing with your ass. You feel me? So, boom, from Lil Tjay's standpoint, though, I get it, bruh. Like, you trying to low-key clear your name, but at the same time, you gotta shut the fuck up. Because you making your lawyer job way harder than what it has to be right now. Just from you saying the little shit you said. I know he didn't say too much that's like, oh yeah, I did shoot that nigga, blah, 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 blah. No, he didn't say that. But the fact that you even coming out saying like, oh, this nigga's a rat, period, is crazy. You feel me? Like, you gotta wait until at least you back at the crib, you feel me? Your lawyer, you done talk to your lawyer, I got everything out of hand, you feel me? But you fresh out the feds, nigga. Like, they literally just gave your clothes back, dog. And your ass already coming out talking about, man, this nigga a rat. And he talking about I shot him out something. That's crazy. That's crazy. Cool. So now I just feel like we gotta get Offset's side of the story, bro. We have to get Offset's side of the story to see what really happened. Because it's like, first of all the commotion, one, so we know that nigga got shot for sure. You feel me? It's gonna come out on a security camera who shot him eventually. Unless it's like, but even A$AP Rocky, nigga, when he shot folks, like, he was still basically in the camera. So it's like, we gotta see the camera footage of that shit to figure out who really shot this nigga. If Lil Tjay really did shoot this dog, it's like, to get shot by Lil Tjay is kind of crazy, one. Two, it's like, how much money do you really owe this nigga? And then did you really tell this nigga to get it back in blood? Because if you did, Lil Tjay really did come and stand those shit, bro. Niggas gotta give him his props for that shit, you feel me? But Offset, you talking tough Tony, nigga, you ain't got, you feel me? You ain't, when the time came, nigga, you was the one in the hospital. So it's kind of like, fuck. Just pay these niggas they bread, bro. Stop playing with they talk. Because these niggas obviously not playing with your ass, you feel me? If I'm in Lil Tjay position, I'm shutting the fuck up, letting my lawyer handle it and everything, because shit, nigga, I already shot your ass. I still want my bread. It's one of those things like, if I'm Lil Tjay, all right, I'm going to let my lawyer handle the situation. If this shit get thrown out, oh, best believe I'm coming to get my bread. Again, you feel me? For sure, I'm definitely running that shit back. We finna come get my bread. But if this shit don't get thrown out, it's like, all right, cool. If I gotta go sit down, I'm exposing the whole story, nigga. Nigga owe me bread. I popped his ass, and now his ass snitched on me. You feel what I'm saying? Because there ain't no way, nigga, you owe me bread, and I'm finna go sit down because of you, nigga. No, not doing that shit. You feel me? The media is some type of way, TMZ, everybody in Shade Room, they finna get this story. If I'm in Offset position, you feel me? It's like, damn, you feel me? These niggas in shot, but let me hurry up and get this niggas his money, bro. Because maybe if I pay this nigga his money, even if I did snitch, they might not say nothing. You feel me? I might throw a little extra 10K on top, 20, 30K on top. You feel me? But it's like, it's a hard situation for Offset, bro, because not only that, now you got other people coming out saying like, oh yeah, this nigga don't pay his debts. He don't pay his debts. Because somebody gonna eventually tap your ass, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Like, and then you outside looking like a fucking junkie, nigga. Like, you ain't gotta smoke that bad, bro. Like, that shit's kind of crazy I have to be out there like that. I ain't even gonna lie. So, shout out to them niggas. I know more is gonna come out eventually because this just dropped like what, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. By the time this episode dropped, it probably like 3-4 days. But still, regardless of the fact, every time you hear about this nigga Lil Tjay, it's either about some women, niggas getting shot, niggas getting their ass beat. And with Offset, it's starting to become a damn near similar pattern. So it's like, shout out to them niggas. Hopefully we can figure this shit out, or they can figure that shit out, you feel me? Hopefully Offset recovers soon. Lil Tjay can beat this case. Because I want to see what really happened. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, what truly happened inside of that casino to make this nigga want to shoot you? Like, did he really tell this nigga get it back in blood? Did some shit go off wrong to where them niggas was bumping for real? Offset beat his ass for real? And then all of a sudden, his bodyguard shot that nigga? Like, or his homie? Like, what the fuck really happened, dog? Like, that's what niggas got to get to the bottom of. What the fuck really happened, dog? But we're going to go ahead and move on to the next topic because I've been kind of dragging on that, but still, that shit is a crazy ass situation. So transitioning into the next topic, Kanye, bro, they are not fucking with him at all. I don't know what, well, I mean, we know what happened, but I don't know why they're not fucking with him to this day. Obviously, a lot of different companies have started to, you know what I'm saying, give him that second chance, understanding what really happened with him, especially with him being bipolar and the rants that he went on. But the British Parliament, Pepsi, a whole bunch of other companies that were basically funding the wireless festival, they are not fucking with my dog. So I'm gonna give y'all a little, I'm gonna bring up the statements that they brought out, but I'm gonna still explain basically what happened. So boom. With Kanye, what happened was they still not fucking with him from all the anti-Semitic shit that happened from his rants when he was going through his bipolar episodes. He went through, you know, saying some things like Hail Hitler, shit like that, saying slavery was a choice. Cool. He's since come out since then. He's apologized. You know what I'm saying? went to see the rabbi, the Jewish rabbi, you know what I'm saying, apologized to them face to face about everything that he had said. Boom, cool, right? Well, the British people, they not fucking with him. The British Parliament basically came out saying, like, he's banned from the UK. They not letting him come into the UK to even perform, one. Two, they said that they're fully 100% standing with the Jewish community because they're saying that everything that he said is basically unforgivable. This not only shows how much power the Jewish community really truly has that they try to claim that they don't, but this shows, like, nigga, they just barred him from a whole entire festival, from a whole entire country. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you got banned from a country for this shit. But Prince Andrew, a royal family member, is in the Epstein files from grooming on little kids. You feel me? And these motherfuckers still letting him there. Like, they still letting him rock. Of course, I know somebody got arrested not too long ago. I want to say it was him. But they still haven't moved on any legal nothing. Like, they just letting him rock. Because I'm pretty sure this is their whole thought process. If we get him, the United States has to prosecute Trump. They think we forgot about it with the whole war shit, but we haven't. I believe that basically them niggas is they not fucking with Kanye, bro. In other words, they not fucking with him. He just had his 2 shows out there in LA. Well, I think it was three different shows. I know the first day he brought out Don Toliver and North. They went and did a whole performance. The next day he brought out Lauryn Hill. He brought out basically a whole bunch of big stars to come and help headline that whole show. I know Lauryn Hill was the person that went crazy because she did a whole little solo and rapped to her on the whole another song, you know what I'm saying? So that was lit to see. But to see that they actually barring him from some shit that obviously, yeah, it was anti-Semitic. We don't want to push no type of hate or nothing like that. But come on, my nigga. He was going through some mental issues. He came back, he apologized, he went to go see the rabbi. You feel me? What more do y'all want him to do? Like, you have motherfuckers that's literally documented by the government for touching kids. And y'all ain't barring these niggas from doing certain shit. Y'all ain't banned Trump from coming over there. Y'all ain't banned, you know what I'm saying, the niggas that's in the royal family from being in the royal family anymore. Like, this shit is low-key insane to do. And I'm not even on some, like, pro Kanye shit. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, if you gonna hold this standard for Kanye and some shit that he said that was, you know what I'm saying, offended people or a race of people, it's like, you gotta hold this shit that's offending these people that's in the Epstein files, bro. You gotta hold this for everybody. You feel me? Because the Epstein files are way worse. I'd rather a nigga say, fuck black people, fuck all them niggers, blah, 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 than to literally touch kids, nigga. Like, I'd rather be in the same room as a racist than be in the same room as a pedophile. You feel me? Just for the fact that it's like, all right, yeah, you racist, you feel what I'm saying? You gonna say what you say, but it's your opinion at the end of the day. You ain't touching kids, you ain't did nothing wrong. You just telling your opinion, how you feel. You feel me? If you want to be racist, go be racist. Now, be ready for the backlash behind it, but it's like, if you want to be racist, be racist. But being a pedophile, that's a whole nother thing. You feel me? So if y'all gonna ban somebody that's like already tried to make things right, already came through, tried to apologize and do all that extra shit, but then y'all ban him, but y'all don't ban niggas that's touching kids, it's insane. That shows y'all the morals and ethics of the fucking world at this point. Like, this shit is insane, dog. It's insane. Shout out to Kanye. Hopefully that they can go ahead and reschedule the Wireless Festival, hopefully in another country, somewhere else. Because I know a lot of people are mad about it, even the people in the UK, because they wanted to see Ye. So shout out to Ye, you feel me? Hopefully they can figure this whole thing out. Hopefully he can get completely uncanceled, because it's like, at some point, we gotta forgive. No, I'm not saying that you have to forget, but you have to forgive at some point. So shout out to Ye, you feel me? Hopefully they can figure this whole thing out. I know that obviously Pepsi's still not fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully these companies can come to their senses or whatever. And yeah, man, because this whole shit is just fucking insane. I ain't gonna lie. But But speaking on racist things and, things that could be taken out of context, Jake Paul, he's on a revenge tour. He's trying to call it comedy, like, oh, if y'all could do it, I could do it. But you could tell he's clearly on some, like, nah, like, this is revenge. Like, I'm pissed off about this, so I'm gonna get revenge. So basically, he's saying that he's got a whole skit lined up. He's ready to do blackface. You feel me? He want to do blackface just all because of what Drewski did, basically cosplaying Erica Kurt or a conservative white woman, and coming in basically dressing up as a white woman. He says that, well, if black people could do it, we should be able to do it too. So here goes his whole take here, and I'll give my opinion. And I actually want to hear what the audience has to say as well.
Ask you something, because I've been, over the last couple of days, calling makeup artists, and I was gonna do a response to this and like go and do like the full on
Darker?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and do it and just do it back, because why not?
Yeah.
Like, are we on the same playing field? Like,
I think if there's a way to do it, singing in well, there's even this sentence. But if there's a way to do it, I've been here many times. If there's a way to do it, I think there needs to be some black support for the character, I think. Like I'm saying, like, say if Drewski or I'm trying to think of somebody else.
Charles Barkley.
If you got one of those guys to be like, hey, Theo, I want you to do this skit with me. Let's do this.
But still, that's pussying out.
You think it is?
Yeah.
To me, there's a level of like,
Doesn't that make us more like prejudice?
like more prejudice?
That makes us, if we have to partner with someone. Drewski just dropped this.
And he's done it a couple of times.
Exactly. I fucking love it. This is great. This is how humans should be.
I agree.
We should fucking make fun of each other. And I don't see in color, I see in truth and comedy. So, like, what are we talking about? I ask you something, because
So he's saying that he sees it in comedy. You feel what I'm saying? He doesn't see color. It's a whole comedy thing. But to say that, oh, I'm gonna do this because Drewski did that, like, are we on the same playing field? Why can't we do it? You know what I'm saying? And the difference is, first of all, Drewski is a comedian. You feel me? Like, his job is to make fun of things that would be considered pain for other people, or things that's supposed to be serious moments. You get what I'm saying? That's what a comedian is supposed to do. You feel me? So, cool, I get it. You can see it as racist because, oh, he dressed up as a white woman, and we have blackface, and if a white man dressed up as just a black man and did blackface, the communities would be upset about it. Understandable. You feel what I'm saying? But from Juice's standpoint, cool, he does his skit, right? Boom. Jake Paul wants to do a similar skit. I'm with Theo Von. If you got backing from the black community, cool. Do it. Make it a funny skit. But the way that he's basically portraying this shit is like he's doing it out of revenge. Like, oh, I'm pissed that you did this, so now I'm going to do this just to kind of, you feel what I'm saying? Like, get back at you in a malicious type of way. You feel me? So it's like, I personally believe that you can do what the fuck you want to do. If you want to say what you want to say what you want to say, do what you want to do. You feel me? But just be ready for what's going to happen behind that. You feel me? So say if he does do this whole blackface shit, cool, do it. The people that fuck with it, they fuck with the people that don't, they don't. But be prepared for motherfuckers to either laugh at you or hate the fuck out of you. You feel what I'm saying? Either they gonna laugh with you and ha, that was hilarious, or they gonna literally be like, no, that was racist as fuck. Cancel this motherfucker now. You feel me? Like, this can either make or break your career. 1. 2, it's like, bro, why can't you just laugh at it and leave it alone? You feel me? Like, we ain't heard no other white comedians who are actually comedians come out and say, oh, damn, like that's what even fucking Matt Rafe was in the comments about that's hilarious. Like the skit that Drewski did, he was in the comments saying like that's a hilarious skit, blah blah blah. You don't see these white comedians coming out saying like, "Oh, let's do blackface now because of this." You feel what I'm saying? Like, no, just take it's a joke. Cool, you missed out on your beat. If you would have done it before Drewski, cool, it probably wouldn't be an issue. Or at the same time as Drewski, or collab with a whole like Theo Vaughn was saying, collab with another comedian that did it. Cool, you feel me? But when you're just trying to do it to get back, then it's like, come on, dog. Like, come on, dog. Like, at this point, you're purposely being racist. Like, you trying to be racist. You trying to cause some type of uproar. You feel me? So, shout out to them. Shout out Drewski, because that skit was funny as hell, even though it was also creepy as fuck. That shit creeps me out every time I see that shit. I'm not gonna lie. But shout out to Drewski, you feel what I'm saying? Shout out to fucking Jake Paul. I know you ain't been the same since Anthony Joshua knocked their ass out. Like, ever since that nigga knocked that motherfucker out, he been on a straight complete. Even with the Puerto Rican shit, like everything he was saying about Puerto Ricans and the Super Bowl and shit like that, like ever since he got his fucking jaw fucked up, the nigga just ain't been right since. So shout out to Jake Paul. Hopefully you can think this through, because I don't think it's gonna end out good for you if you do try to do that shit. But it's always worth a try. You feel me? It's always worth a try, man. So moving on. In fact, we could do our question of the day now. So moving on to the question of the day. Do y'all believe that Michael Jackson was killed? Like, from my standpoint, you feel me? Obviously, yeah, they came out saying that his doctor that was in home with him did give him more than his allotted amount of the sleeping medicine that he was supposed to have. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they doped him up, in other words. But do y'all think that Michael Jackson was killed, and why? This is my opinion on this. I personally believed he was killed. I do, because of the way that he was calling out the Jewish community and calling out like people such as Tommy Missoula and all of that. Sony, how they wanted his whole. Basically, if those who don't know, back in the 80s, Michael Jackson bought the rights to ATF. Basically, that is Sony before it was Sony. And they had the rights to the Beatles, fucking Elton John. They had hella rights to hella different people. Michael Jackson owned Elevator Music, all that shit. He owned 50% of Sony, of what Sony was. Because ATF and Sony, and I want to say that late 80s, early 90s, they ended up merging together, which eventually Sony ended up taking over completely. And Michael Jackson still owned that 50% of Sony, and they wanted that shit back. So, if you notice, back in 2001, once all this shit started to come to a height, they started to call him child molesters. All these sexual allegations started to come up on him in the media. Start calling him weird. 2001, he drops the Invincible album. Technically, it flops. Now I know people look at it, they be like, oh, that was a great album. But during the time, it flopped. You feel me? They try to say he ain't having no more. Basically just trying to sabotage his career towards the end of it. Soon as he dies, Sony comes back for that 50% against his family, though, this time, which they ended up selling it back to Sony, because at this point, you don't even have Michael's nowhere to be around. You feel what I'm saying? We can use his money to continue his legacy, continue our estate, make sure everybody behind him is still, you know what I'm saying, living comfortably like he was, or like they once were. You feel me? So, with all that being said, Mike was also out during interviews, basically calling out the Jewish community, calling out these top record labels. And even LaToya did a whole interview saying like, oh, before he died, he called her saying, somebody's after me. You feel what I'm saying? I can't say who, but somebody's after me. I think they're trying to kill me, and I just don't feel safe. Few months later, he passes away, based off of the doctor, whatever the doctor did inside of the home. I know that they eventually did pull up Conrad Murray on charges. He did get convicted. Yeah, I think I want to say 2 years in prison back in 2009, 2010, a little bit after Michael Jackson did pass away. But if you ask me, he was killed. I believe Michael Jackson, if you would go to extent to sabotage a motherfucker's career, try to say he was a child molester, even though All that shit got thrown out of court. Epstein files dropped. He was nowhere near. The only thing that they found of Michael Jackson being in the Epstein files was him literally buying a plane. I know there's been rumors around saying like, oh, he was protecting the kids and shit like that. I don't know how true that is because I didn't actually go through and read it all myself. But it's one of those things that it's like, when it comes to, I personally believe that I don't think he did it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that half the shit that they say he did, I don't think he did. You feel what I'm saying? I think that Sony and part of like the Jewish community, no hate to them, but part of the Jewish community, they felt they had to put, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we gotta put this motherfucker back in his place type shit. And once he got to a point where they couldn't control him anymore, the fans still loved him and they knew they weren't getting that 50%. They sent somebody in-house. That's my theory on it. That's how I feel about it. You feel me? I think that Dr. Conrad Murray was sent in-house between the record labels or these higher-up people to kill Mike because they knew that his family was eventually going to end up selling that piece of Sony. Because to them, it's not that important. For Mike, that was his whole retirement plan. That was something that he could have passed on. You get what I'm saying? So I want to hear what y'all have to think about it. Y'all can comment down below in the comment section, whatever. Retweet the video, whatever y'all want to do. I want to hear y'all opinion on this. Let me know. Do y'all think Michael Jackson was killed? We're going to get back to that. And in the next episode, I'm going to come back to it. And we're going to, you know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about this because I ain't going to lie. Like I said, I think that he was killed. I think that, you feel me? I don't think that it was just like some, oh shit, one night they accidentally gave him too much. Like, no. When you have the best doctors in the world, all the money in the world, you want the biggest celebrity in the world, it's like, dog, slip-ups like that don't happen. So I want to hear what y'all got to say. Make sure y'all comment on that shit below. But yeah, we're going to move on to the next topic. So Trump has officially come out saying that we are in a ceasefire. We called for a 2-week ceasefire with Iran. I am fucking shocked that this should even happen. You feel what I'm saying? Because of the fact that Trump was just talking fucking insane to these motherfuckers. Caught they ass crazy. Taught these crazy, basically said like, oh, you crazy bastards better open up the strait or whatever, the passageway, the waterway that they basically ship oil through. I want to say 20% of the world's oil goes through that. That's why gas prices are shot through the roof right now because Iran is basically controlling that whole port. He basically came through and said if they didn't open it by 8 p.m. on Tuesday, that he was going to, his exact words, take out a whole bloodline. Like he was going to end their whole entire race. He was going to blow up their country, and that was going to be the end of the Iranian people. Like that was it. You feel me? But allegedly, they came to a ceasefire. They came to an agreement to where they could open a straight up. I want to say it's Humats. They basically opened that whole passageway back up for 2 weeks, and are trying to work out a long-term deal to where they can have a complete ceasefire. But Israel is still bombing places like Lebanon, and other places like that, saying that they're not a part of the ceasefire. So even with seeing shit like that, I don't believe the ceasefire is gonna last long. I'm surprised that Iran or the Iranian people have even agreed to do a ceasefire because they were basically saying like, shit, we not piece of nothing. You feel me? Y'all done killed all our fucking leaders. We coming for y'all fucking top. We got a hypersonic missile. We got this. We got that. We ready for you niggas. You feel me? I'm surprised they even came to an agreement because there's no way. Unless I really believe that this nigga Trump had to literally be giving them exactly what they want, how they want it, when they want it. Because there's no way that you go from saying like, nah, fuck y'all. We don't want no peace with y'all. We not trying to talk shit out. We not trying to do none of that. You feel me? To all of a sudden, overnight, it's like, okay, cool. We're going, you know what I'm saying? We're going to accept y'all terms. He had to be giving them what they wanted. You feel me? I see that some reports saying that gas prices are already dropping, which is this ceasefire is a great thing. First of all, we want peace in the Middle East. You feel me? We want peace amongst all because they already bombed the whole school, which is technically should be a war crime, but they're saying it's not because the United States didn't know that it was a school. You feel me? So cool. It'll give those people over there in the Middle East some peace. You get what I'm saying? Like it'll give them some time to even, especially in Iran, for example, they won't have to worry about all this extra bombing no more because of that ceasefire. I know those in like Lebanon and the surrounding countries, they're still getting bombed by Israel. But for the time being, I know that within that ceasefire, Iran is probably going to go ahead and protect those that are their allies. From what I'm hearing, though, is that the ceasefire was also pushed by China. That China basically was saying that they wouldn't give them any more supplies and things like that if they didn't agree to the ceasefire, which could be true because the way Iran was talking, they wasn't trying to hear none of that shit that Trump was talking about. They were ready to go to a nuclear war at any moment, according to them. So shout out to both sides being able to come to some type of agreement. Hopefully that it was a wanted agreement on both sides, but shout out to them. You feel me? I feel like this is going to not only drive the prices of gas down, but hopefully we could get a lot of things back up and running. Cause I know the cost of like trucking and shit like that was starting to get through the fucking roof to the point they were starting to have to lay off people. So hopefully the ceasefire could be the first step of a major ceasefire or a major peace treaty that we could get in the Middle East. Because why are we even fighting over there, dog? I know we want their oil, but it's like at some point, dog, we already done took over Venezuela. We taking over fucking Cuba. We seen what happened out there when Cuba didn't want to give up their country. We basically just shut down their whole power grid, told them that they can't get no more oil, which runs their whole fucking country. And they've been out in the dark for damn near a month now. So it's like, hopefully that this could be the turning point of our conflicts, our issues that's going on in the Middle East, because we need to get off of this war shit and get back to these Epstein files. Trump, you can't fucking, you feel what I'm saying? You can't continue to distract people with, oh, first it was the aliens, then it was the ceasefire, then it was the whole nuclear thing, then it was the ceasefire. Like, bro, at some point, you niggas got to address these Epstein files head on, because if not, the people they gon' push for answers. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when these midterms come around. People are already sending out there, promotions to go vote. I know that in Texas, they recently, when they were trying to do their whole redistricting thing, they were sending people like 30 minutes across the cities or across town just to go vote. And it was throwing off a bunch of communities. I know a bunch of people basically didn't get a chance to vote because they went to the wrong voting polls because they didn't know where they were actually supposed to be. So hopefully we could go ahead and get this ceasefire done, because we need to focus back in on our country. These midterms are the most important midterms in a while, probably in the history of the United States, because we have a chance to literally remove him out of office. Like, this is our chance. So shout out to them. Hopefully people, citizens of the United States can come to their senses and realize that we have to vote during the midterm, because this is the only way we're going to get back to a democracy for real. Because right now we're moving towards a dictatorship. So shout out to the people of the United States. Shout out to the people over there in Iran. Hopefully that we can get a long-term ceasefire, peace treaty signed between all three countries, because Israel is a part of it too. So hopefully we can get a peace treaty between all three countries, and we can get back into prosecuting people that's in these Epstein files, because there's no way in hell we should just let these motherfuckers walk off all willy-nilly like shit. Just the shit ain't happen. You feel me? So shout out to them. You feel me? Shout out to both countries. Hopefully we can get peace on both sides. But with that being said, y'all, it's been a great motherfucking episode. You feel me? There's a lot that's going on. I know that I got to get back to my sports fans with the national championships on both sides that just happened. A lot of sports shit going on. I know the NBA playoffs is coming up real soon. So, man, I got a big sports episode coming up for y'all. Hopefully that's going to come out on Monday or Sunday of this week coming up. So, like we always end every single episode, you know what I'm saying? Wake up, be a great person, have intentions on being a great person, and just make somebody's day. Whether it's just saying good morning to somebody, hey, how you doing? Any of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure we try to wake up with intentions of making somebody's day, making the world a better place. You feel what I'm saying? Take accountability in any and everything you do. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, be a great person every single day, every hour of the day, every minute, every second of the day. Be a great person. And make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share this video, get it out everywhere y'all need it to be. And yeah, we'll be at y'all soon with another one.
In this life that I'm living, I pray I make it through the night as I ride through my